we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Commodores will kick it away to start. From inside the 10, here he comes. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. Wide open, it's a foot race. He won't get it, it's a touchdown.
People still filling in the stands, and he takes the opening kickoff back to the house to fire up the crowd, fire up his teammates. What a start for this young man.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Well, I'd say that's quite a way to make an early statement. Take the opening kickoff and run it all the way back for a touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Smith. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So the Vanderbilt Commodores offense will get first crack at it today. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Vandy. Good pickup on the recruiting trail just last week. 3-star defensive back. A guy that could be a bit of a diamond in the rough, but that type of talent is what they need to build that secondary.
Man, yeah, and this is a program they're trying to build something. They're trying to climb to that next level, and this is how you do it. You get players that your school can go out and get, and now you let them play, start to develop, and turn into something great.
Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Commodores headed quickly to the line. Gives it on the option. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he's stopped. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They're going to go right back to him on first down. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30. Let's take a big view here about Vanderbilt. Good pickup on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star offensive lineman gives him a verbal, and this is the type of talent they need to get into the program and then develop.
Yeah, and this really was more of an emotional decision, I think, for him as well. He's been a fan of this program ever since he was a young boy, and now he's getting a chance to live out his dreams. As a 3-star, he had opportunities to go elsewhere, to play in better conferences against better competition, but this for him felt like home. Now he has a chance to go out and live that dream.
To the air, it's Hart. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4. He'll do it himself. Breaks into the open. And the ball's on the ground. Scoops it up. Still a live ball. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Vanderbilt.
You got to be Johnny on the spot sometime. How about that? The guy fumbles the ball, but his teammate was very aware. He was able to scoop it up himself, take it in for a touchdown. Guys, they may want to put that play in their game plan next week.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Longhorns offense will go to work for the first time today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinator who's coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Looking to throw for it. Quick strike complete. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Wants to go up top on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Longhorns will have it 1st and 10.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. It's 1st down from the 11. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on first down. Using the quick game. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Guys, when you really take a look at Texas, really good win on the recruiting trail last week, got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help them out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position, so his ability to track...
Touchdown, Texas! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Really nice job by the quarterback getting through his progression. He wanted to throw that football down the field, but nobody was open. He never forgot about this running back, running the swing route, spitting it out to the perimeter, and letting him do the rest for a touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. He's going to throw deep right side. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And the Commodores will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. The early scripts have work trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Looking down the middle. Got his man. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
That's a nice-looking catch on that play, and I know Texas is known for DBs, and they're known for having really good running backs. Not a lot of great receivers over the years. I'll tell you what, though, this guy has really showed up in this game. He's making plays, and I know they want to continue to build a legacy at this position here in this program.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Back to pass on second down. Makes the grab. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Longhorns want to crank the tempo. They'll throw it from the red zone. Fires to the middle. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Touchdown, Longhorn! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Trying to beat the D deep. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Texas! How about this defense taking one back to the house? They've extended the lead and taken control here in week 9. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, Phyllis. Michigan State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. Sparty has picked itself up off the canvas before, and this group is capable of it again today. They're trailing by 10 to UCLA.
Off-play action.
We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Commodores with a second and short to keep this drive moving.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. It's Hart. Pressure coming. Had to get rid of it quickly. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, running back gets to give. What a cut, now he's loose. They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's 4th down. Will they bring out the punt team? And the Commodores will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in at the 25. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wants to throw on 1st down. Skips away from pressure. Going to try to get it himself. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. The Longhorns in the hurry-up.
Well, for this defense now, being good against the pass is not just going to be in the back end covering people. It's going to be trying to contain this guy at the quarterback position. He is lethal, especially when things go off script. And you saw it on that one. 1st down, they dial up the pass play. You're not able to get him on the ground, and now they've gotten another 1st down.
Quarterback making adjustments. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Guys, let's take a big view of Texas. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play. And those guys pan out at such a high level. They have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
All right, defense. It ain't working. Right? They're stringing together several 1st downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback. And
looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorn! The AT unit on the field. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. They'll give it to the back. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the 1st himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Turning it on! Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. The execution on that screen pass is one that will go in a coaching clinic.
Nice execution on the screen. Allow the rush to come upfield. Now I release, get the ball to the running back. I got my playmaker in space. Nice chunk yardage play right there by the offense.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. Let's take just a moment here and talk a little about Texas. They got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Baller. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you count on. They can come in right now and play day one with that size-speed combination.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And it's caught! Touchdown, Texas!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Smith. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They'll go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Rides to the back. He stopped at the 15. Not enough for the first down, and you'd think we'd see the punt team. The Commodores decide to punt it away. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. And here comes the punt team.
On to punt it away.
From midfield, looking for room. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. It's complete to the right. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. The Longhorns are in the hurry-up. Second down, he'll throw it. Hit as he throws. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Oh, he got loose. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal.
And we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be. And a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe.
Touchdown, Longhorn! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Give to the running back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They feed him again. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And the Commodores come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Commodores will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Working the middle. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He's got it on the right. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. And this is a weird move. They're sending out the field goal unit here. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far from Austin today. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at DKR.
And the Longhorns will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this 3rd quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys, you got guys out of the portal, you put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
Wants to throw. It's Webster. Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Running back searching for a hole. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. This
has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Pocket breaking down. Hauls it in. They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's 4th down. Will they bring out the punt team? And the Commodores will send out the punt unit. Hauls it in and looking upfield. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
They'll give it to him again. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Going for it all. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Commodores!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. Now the toss. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
This quarterback is making outstanding decisions so far in this game, and you've already seen it throwing the football. The guy already has over 200 yards passing, but he's doing it in the running game as well. Really good decision that time. Seeing nobody accounting for the pitch guy, you flip it out, you pick up a nice play offensively. Really good football IQ from the quarterback position.
It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience, and one this freshman got away with.
Well, the receiver was double covered on that play, and I don't know if the decision by the QB had to do with the pressure. Because he was hurried, he just had to get rid of that faster than he wanted to. He's lucky he didn't come away with an interception there.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Longhorns send out the punt unit. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Back to throw, it's Webster. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Commodores line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the...
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
The toss sweep to the right. There he goes. They get him out of bounds at the 32, but that is what you want out of this running game.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? He'll ride his man on the option. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Right back to the well. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll try the run. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Texas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O's.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and trailing late, they've got to get to work here. Got room to work. Oh, he's got some space. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get... here, because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Let's see what they do on third down. To the air, it's Webster. Right on the money. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the Commodores will punt it away on fourth down. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Here comes the Texas offense. Quick completion on the out. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. Hard running there. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And after that long completion for their first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Sprinting away. And he cruises his way to the house. Touch. Push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. He'll send the tight end in motion. He'll keep it himself. Runs through the tackle. Breaks into the open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense. There's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground. He gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. He'll do it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
On target over the middle. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. The Commodores come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Plows through the defense. And he throws hands with that strong, stiff arm, but still not a lot of running room there. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Smith takes the handoff. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. And the Commodores are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
You know, I'll give it to the defense here. Obviously, it has not been their day, and this offense has gone up and down the field, lighting up the scoreboard, but you're still seeing this defense compete. And on 3rd and long, expecting pass, everybody on the same page, get the incompletion. That's something positive that their coaching staff can point to when they review the film.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. 29 Philly, 2-9. On the move. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this offense ground game clicking, or do I throw the football every play and try to make this football game close?
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Rushes on him. Blasted as he lets it go. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Webster. Going for 6. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. He'll set up to throw. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown and a little window dressing here at the end of the game.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there. The clock is at 0, and that's